State data shows tens of thousands of Texas students withdraw or drop out of public schools every year, many of them under a broad category known as Code 98.
And KXAN investigator Kelly Wiley found blind spots in state data, giving an unclear picture of why many of the state's youngest and most vulnerable students are not at school.
She misses being at school. She wanted to play volleyball. She had just gotten started with cheer. She wants to do theater. So she's missing out on all of that.
For months, our team has been looking into the case of a 7th grade Paredes Middle School student who was withdrawn from the Austin Independent School District last school year. The family of the 12-year-old asked us not to name her, but records they provided show that by late October 2024, the student had missed 18 consecutive days of school. Records also show that her mom told school leaders hospitalizations and health issues were at the root of her daughter's absences.
Last year was rough. I had my third stroke. My son started being stressed and ended up in the hospital. He is usually been my backup when I'm down to get her to school, but he was in the hospital, so he wouldn't have been able to get her to school.
For weeks, records showed the district called and met with her mom to discuss how to get her to class. She wanted a bus to pick her up. The district asked if it was an option for her to walk with other kids. Multiple times, campus leaders said they could technically withdraw the girl because she had too many days of non-attendance. Campus leaders said that would also result in filing truancy charges against the mom.
My concern wasn't for the school and it wasn't for the court. My concern was for the safety of my child.
In Texas, school districts are allowed to withdraw students if they miss a certain number of days consecutively. Our team wanted to know how often that happens, but we learned the state doesn't really have a clear answer. Districts do have to send annual data to the Texas Education Agency, citing one of 19 reasons why each student leaves school. The reasons include returning to their home country, switching to homeschool, or going to private school. But what's missing is a category that solely tracks how often districts withdraw students over attendance issues. Instead, we found that falls under a catch-all, Code 98, largely for students who've dropped out. We also discovered the state doesn't track when the youngest students leave school at all. TEA says it only collects that data for grades 7 through 12 to align with federal reporting requirements. State Senator Judith Zaffirini has for years filed legislation to improve attendance outcomes. In a statement, Zaffirini called the gaps in the data troubling and said she would work to strengthen policies that put students first next session, adding, if we don't track withdrawals and leaver data accurately, we risk overlooking young Texans who need our support the most. Researchers like UT Austin's Dr. Joshua Childs agree.
The more finite that we can get in terms of our data collection and as far as our data analysis, as far as our codes, the better information we have. Various states collect data in different ways, and it would be nice in a state like Texas to really get some of that more qualitative, what's happening in the data.
There are other states that collect more detailed data, like Florida, where districts must specifically report when they withdraw students as young as kindergarten level for non-attendance. And in California, where districts must report when students as young as first grade withdraw after being truant.
I felt defeated.
In the case of the 7th grade Paredes Middle School student, the very last note on her record shows that school leaders informed her mom that because she was not going to school, she was withdrawn. Campus leaders recommended homeschool options. Records also show her mom signed off on the withdrawal. Austin ISD did not agree to an interview, but said in a statement it does not have a policy to encourage truant families to withdraw to homeschool. The district said campuses create intervention plans and other options might be discussed with families. We learned the withdrawal meant more time the student was not learning, a data point the state is also not tracking.
With the way things went, my daughter missed school all of last year. Well, from November. I wasn't able to actually get her enrolled in the program until June of this year.
We looked at withdrawal data from every school district in the state and found Code 98 is the second most cited reason districts report for students leaving school behind graduation. You can look at the breakdown of the top reasons students leave school and read our full investigation online now at KXAN.com.